When you look back on the 5 years you did Firewatch, because you did it for 5 years, I've done it now for 5 years. Take us back to that very first episode, 10 years ago now. How did you come up with your topic for that month? I think you did a special 1-year anniversary for September 11th. Is that correct?
That is correct. And we started out doing a little opening over at Fire Station 1, and we had the fire engines coming out of the station, and we were trying to sort of balance it. We wanted it to have a fire safety prevention message, but we also wanted to showcase the Raleigh Fire Department and show the firefighters and really let the public, the citizens of Raleigh, get to know them better. So I just remember, like you said, it was unfortunately the time of 9/11, and we talked to Chief Fowler and the Fire Marshal, Chief Stanford, and they had both actually been to Ground Zero. They went to take the big check from the fundraiser we did here locally in the heart of Carolina. And I just remember being really excited that they were willing to come on the show and help me out to get it started. And first safety tip I did was about smoke alarms, which I think is the most important thing that any family can do, is to be sure they have their family protected with working smoke alarms.
All right, well, let's watch some of these clips.
Okay. Now we're over at the Fire Chief's office, and we've got the chance to speak with Chief Earl Fowler this morning. Chief Fowler, we've been talking to the viewers about how excited we are about our new show, Firewatch, and we were wondering if you would like to give us a few thoughts and suggestions and ideas that you have for the success of our new show.
Well, I think there's several reasons that I think the show can be a success, and one is the ability to disseminate information about the fire department. A lot of people have this perception that it's the fire department and all they do is fight fires, but it'll be an opportunity to disseminate the information on the many programs and projects and activities that the fire department is involved in.
The next question I wanted to ask you relates to 9/11. I know the 1-year anniversary is close by, and you actually traveled to New York and had the opportunity to see Ground Zero just a few weeks after the tragedy occurred. And many reporters are referring to that day as the day that changed America. How do you feel that it changed our fire department right here in Raleigh?
Well, I think I see it as two things that have happened. One is the reality of the situation, of the event, and the impact that it's had on us is that we were, prior to September the 11th, preparing for events like this. We had been given the grants for the weapons of mass destruction. So it was an unknown, an uncertainty that we were preparing for, but when this event occurred, there was the sense, the overwhelming sense that this really has happened, and the possibility of it occurring elsewhere was heightened. The second thing that I think really the public's awareness of the fire department, of what they do, their response to the courageous act of the firefighters in New York and in the Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C. area, and what they did on those dates has certainly been a heightened public awareness of the fire departments and what not only we do, but other fire departments, EMS, and police departments.
We're now in the Fire Prevention Office, and we're going to be talking with Assistant Chief Larry Stanford. Chief Stanford serves as our City of Raleigh Fire Marshal, and he wears many hats in this position. With the anniversary of 9/11, the 1-year anniversary quickly approaching, I know you had the opportunity, you traveled up with a team of city officials to deliver the check shortly, just a few days after that horrible tragedy, and you actually visited Ground Zero. Can you share some of your thoughts and reflections on that?
Yes, Jan, I had some mixed thoughts about the trip. I, along with countless thousands of others, would just grab at the chance to be there, to lend our support, to do whatever we could to lend a helping hand to the brothers and sisters in need there in that great city. But at the same time, I realized that they had a great work ahead of them, you know, a lot of work, and they didn't need to be bothered, I say bothered by me coming, you know, to be a visitor and have to take out the time from their busy schedule to take us around. But I was glad to be there, you know, and you know, just arriving into the city and seeing the people on the side and noticing that we were firefighters, and the love and affection that they had and that they showed for us, and the cheers and that they had as we were coming in the city.
This month's fire safety tip is install and maintain smoke alarms. It's really quite easy. All you need is a safety ladder, a screwdriver, a drill, makes the job a little easier. And remember, you need at least one smoke alarm on each level of your home. If you use the battery type, you need to be sure that you test the smoke alarm at least once a month, change the battery once a year, and remember that a smoke alarm needs to be replaced every 10 years. Remember, heat and smoke rise, so you want to install the smoke alarm on the ceiling, and if necessary, to install it on the wall at least 4 inches, but no more than 10 inches below the ceiling. Stay away from the corners, and remember, we want the first traces of smoke to be detected, so put it towards the center of the room and stay away from doors or drafts that might cause the smoke to be removed. Also, remember that your chances of survival are increased by 50% when you install and maintain a working smoke alarm. It really does save lives.